Alright, so 2 years ago, I was stocking the shelves in a supermarket for a minimum wage and cutting watermelons. And since then, I've made around $200,000 online just by selling what I already knew. And right now I'm 20 years old and I helped over 30 other people do the same thing as well. So today I'm gonna teach you how you can do it without starting over and over again or just learning new skills from scratch. Because I'm just gonna help you find the skills that you already have and teach you how to sell it in just 4 points. Even if you think you're not an expert or you don't have any audience or whatever, it doesn't really matter at all. I also didn't have any audience when I started, bro. And right now I'm not even big, bro. Like, look at the fucking views, you know. So the very first thing you have to do is just find your unfair advantage. Everybody has one. This is just how you get ahead, you know, because it's like, why would you start learning a whole new skill from scratch, from zero, that you never did before, you don't really care about it, so then you can compete with all the other people who are already doing it for months and years and they are good at it just by nature. For example, I was learning copywriting for about 6 months and I made my first money online like that. I was actually working for some, you know, agency. But the thing is, it took me 6 fucking months to become decent, you know, because I've never even done it. And then after months of doing that, I started my personal brand and talking about the stuff I was already doing. And that's what actually paid me the most money. So what you can do is just use a simple prompt for Claude, you know, to help you find the skill that you already have. You can later just DM me AI on Twitter or on Instagram, the links are in the description, and I will send you the prompt. Now, if you think you don't have any skill, obviously that's what the prompt is for, but for example, I never thought I'm actually useful, you know, I was smoking weed, I was a loser, I was playing video games or whatever, but then I started going to the gym, I was like, this is just some basic stuff, basic advice, and I'm just like hitting the gym, it's simple as fuck, but people still ask me for advice, and they still wanted my help, so I gave them advice, I helped them, and they actually made progress, you know, they actually thanked me for the knowledge. So I started making money with fitness coaching, with helping people with fitness, even though I was hitting the gym for maybe a year. And then when I started making some money, people ask me, how did I make money? And I'm not a fucking millionaire, bro. I was making like 3K per month, 5K per month, then 10K per month. And people ask me, how do I make that? So I just help them with this, you know. So what you should do is find specific knowledge, what people already ask you for. It's like your talent, your DNA, your interests, your passions, your hobbies. Because this combination is first of all something that no one can take from you. You will enjoy it, you will keep going, you're ahead of everybody else. Nobody can replace you, you know. So there's only you who can actually deliver this to people. So I didn't learn any new skills specifically to make money with that. I was just making money with the skills I already had. I learned how to make money and then people ask me, how do I make money? So now I teach that, but it's like I never learned a skill specifically to make money like I did with the copywriting, you know, that didn't really work for me. And maybe you think, a lot of people think this, that like nobody will pay you for the easy stuff, like for you it's easy, so why would someone pay for that? Which is exactly why someone pays for that, because for them it's hard, you know. That's why it's your unfair advantage, it's your specific knowledge. For me, again, the gym was easy. I was like, this is common sense, you know, not a big deal. But for my friends who struggled to gain muscle and struggled with diet and losing fat and all that, for them it was a big deal, you know. So that's why they actually ask for advice. And then people on social media who are struggling, they ask you for advice because it seems easy for you, it's easy for you, so you understand it, you know how to do it, and therefore people will be asking you for advice. All you have to do is just target problems and the pains of your ideal clients, talk about them, and just show that you are relatable, you know, be 1, 2, or 3 steps ahead of the person you are helping, because that's how they're gonna trust you, you know, they're see that it's actually realistic. And you have been where they are right now, so you can help them get there as well. Like literally people told me this all the time, that one of the reasons why they buy from me is because I'm relatable, not because I'm an expert, you know. People don't buy from experts, they just seem too far ahead, you know. It's the same with my clients, bro. Like my clients are like 21-year-old fitness coaches who are hitting the gym for 3 years. And it's like, they're not fucking Mr. Olympia guys, they're not competing. They're just hitting the gym because they like it. Now, the next part is what most people get backwards. Like they just do it the opposite way, and that's why they're stuck, you know, that's why they're not making that much money. Because the next thing you have to do is make an offer, you know, that you can sell. So turn the skill into an offer. Now, you should sell high ticket, like for thousands of dollars, not low ticket, because for low ticket, you need a lot of people, so you need an audience first. And also it doesn't really sell that well because you're gonna target people who don't have money. And low ticket offers just obviously not as valuable, you know. I was selling a low ticket offer, not many people actually bought it, and when someone did, okay, I made like $200. And then I just switched into a high ticket offer. I had the same amount of followers, but more people actually bought it. And each time someone bought, I made like, you know, 10 times more money. So how do you justify the price? How do you justify charging a couple grand? Is if you actually make it very personalized. You target the 1 to 2% of the market who are actually serious about the change and they actually want someone literally guiding them. You also make it for multiple months. You can use an offer prompt. Again, if you DM me AI, I will send you an offer prompt to help you make an offer, high ticket offer from the skill you choose. You also have guarantees, you know, for example, my guarantee is that you will get money back if you don't like the program. And then if you don't get results after 6 months, you also get money back and we work together for free. So you just like eliminate the risk as much as possible and try to increase the value as much as possible. And like, bro, I was selling a fitness coaching offer after hitting the gym for 1 year, not even benching 100 kilos, for $3,000 for 4 months, and people still paid for that and they got the result. It's like, it's not a scam if you can help them get the results. The transformation is worth way more. That's why people pay for it. You know, just have to make it worth it. You have to make a good offer. And if you think you're not an expert, bro, like I'm not even an expert right now, but people still pay me. I was never an expert, bro. Like I didn't graduate. I'm not a personal trainer. I never studied for it. It was just from my own experience, from what I did. Same with my clients. They're making thousands of dollars per client and they never, you know, they are not going to university. They are not personal trainers. They never studied anything. It's just from experience. Basically what you are doing is you take years of your knowledge and put it into months. So you just help your younger self get there faster, and that's what people pay for, the speed, you know. For example, I was figuring out how to make content for a long time, bro. And it's just from my experience, just from me also investing into mentors. So then my client got, for example, 21 inbounds from just one post. And I never studied marketing or whatever. It was just from experience. The fact that you think you're not an expert doesn't mean you cannot really help somebody. Of course you can help someone. You have years of knowledge. And if you think that nobody will pay you $3,000, bro, like people pay thousands of dollars for clothes, you know, for shoes, for whatever the fuck, bro, like for dinners, you know. So if you have a good offer and you eliminate the risk and you have a guarantee and you have a good pricing structure and you can sell pretty well and you target the right people, you target the 1 to 2% of the market who can pay, because like obviously most people will not pay you for that, but if you target the right people, they will. And if you actually niche down to qualified serious people and you talk about their problems and you make a good content, then like obviously someone is somehow gonna buy, bro. Like you don't need that many clients to make 10k per month like this. You need maybe 3, bro, and it's like not that hard, you know. I don't even have many views, but I still got the clients and they still paid me because it's exactly for them. And since it's my unfair advantage and it's my specific knowledge, then there's no one else who can actually deliver this to them, you know. There's only one me, and I'm one of the very few people who is doing it exactly for them. So that's why they choose me, you know, even though I don't have many followers, but they basically have no other option. But now, like, even if you have a great offer, most people never make money. Like, you know, like they make the offer and then they just cannot get clients. That's the hardest part, you know, because nobody knows about it. Nobody knows about them, or nobody has any reason to actually pay them. So the third step is you post content. You need to get attention. You should build a personal brand, because you can do outreach, you can run ads. For ads, you need to spend money, so I wouldn't really do that, especially if your offer is not tested and it's not proven yet. And outreach, it can work, bro, but it's like you have less conversion, you will not close that many people. People don't really trust you, you are begging someone to do it. I was sending like even 300 DMs every single day, but I was like, you know, I was booking a few calls, not really closing many of them. It was a headache, bro. I hated that. I was like, I'm never gonna do outreach again because I'm stubborn, you know. That forced me to actually figure out content. And content has so much leverage. You can just post a video, you know, a couple hundred or a couple thousand people will see that. They will DM you, they will follow you, they will like you, they will trust you, they will see that you are relatable, and people are just watching your content, and then sooner or later they will just convert, they will just DM you for help, you know, they will just choose you, and that's why you're way more likely to actually close them, and the relationship with the clients is actually even better. So what I did is I created my 3-step conversion framework in my content. I use like literally in all of my content, even in YouTube videos, on Twitter posts, on Instagram. That actually works for me to convert people. And literally, bro, like you see, I don't have many views, I don't have many followers, but I've been living just off of social media for over a year right now, you know, making like full-time income, making 10k per month. So if you think that you cannot make money because you don't have any audience, first of all, you can grow the audience. Like I help my clients do the same thing. Like they grew from 300 to 6,000 followers on Instagram, on Twitter as well. One of my clients got like 20 million views in 3 months on Instagram. So first of all, that's like not such a big problem. But even if you don't have the audience, me neither, bro. Like I monetized at like 600 followers. That's how I made my first money when I made my first money on Twitter. But like all you have to do is just use the framework, use the 3-step conversion framework, target the right people, niche down, make a good offer, and then charge high tickets so you don't even need many clients. There is no point in waiting till you have like how many followers do you think you need? Like I need 3,000 followers till I can get my first client. No, you can have 50 followers and get your first client, bro. It's like it doesn't really matter. And the proof of this is that like, which is interesting, a lot of people actually told me that they bought from me because I'm small, because I don't have many followers, because they felt like I'm actually gonna give them a lot of attention, a lot of personalized guidance, you know, a lot of like feedback and all that. I'm gonna give them a lot of my time and attention, which is true, you know, that's exactly why it works. And the client who got the 21 inbounds, obviously, then he grew. Now he has over 6,000 followers on Twitter, and he is making way more money. He's selling 50 low-ticket products. So he made even a low-ticket product that sells on autopilot, and he also sells one-on-one high-ticket coaching. Obviously, he's making way more money right now. But the point is that he made money even with like 300 followers, you know, when we started. And now what I really don't want you to do is like, wait, you know, because I was waiting for a long time. I was like, this is saturated, I cannot make money. There's so much competition, and people tell me this all the time, like, I don't want to do fitness coaching because there's so many fitness coaches. I don't want to do this because there's so many, you know, so much competition. And it's like, the market is not saturated. It's just competitive. You know, when I started posting content, I was like the most basic shit ever, bro. I was posting like tips and generic advice. I was just posting myself doing bench press. I was doing some self-improvement tips and how I meditate and all this bullshit. And I still got clients and I still grew followers and I still got people interested because there is so much demand. Like, there's billions of people on the internet and only a few people who are actually selling something. Like most people, 99.9% of people are scrolling. So there's always gonna be more demand than there is supply. And then also, if you're just gonna be authentic, if you're just gonna be real, if you're gonna show your story, that's how you are different. And so then there's only one you. And also, if you embrace your unfair advantage and a specific knowledge, and you make a good offer and you target the right people and you niche down, then there's literally no competition because there's only one you doing the one thing for this one specific type of person. For example, I have clients who are in the same niche, but they are still all making money. Because the niche is so big, it's proof that it actually works. It's proof that there is demand. And also, it's just easy to be different. You know, if you're just authentic, you have a different offer, you target a slightly different type of person, it's not that complicated to just stand out, bro. Now, the biggest problem is the last thing, you know, because so many people, they even have the views, they even stand out, they even get the followers, but they still make no money because they just don't know how to sell. Either in the content, like they don't have the, you know, for example, the 3-step conversion framework or any of the frameworks or any knowledge how to actually convert the attention. But then mostly they just don't know how to actually sell on sales calls and over DM. Because if you don't know how to sell, you will never make money. You can have the best offer in the world, you can have the best content, interested people, but if you cannot sell, then nobody will pay you, you know. The point is to get people to DM you, have a DM conversation with them where you kind of pre-sell them, you get them on a call, and on the call you close them and you get paid. If you cannot do that, then all of this stuff is useless. And sales is not about volume. Obviously, the more calls you have, the more money you will make. But if you have a great sales script and good skills, then you can take 10 calls, 10 sales calls, and close 5 people. And someone else who doesn't have the sales script and doesn't have the skills can take also 10 sales calls and close only 1 person. So you're gonna get paid like 5 times more for the same amount of work if you just know how to sell pretty well. And the entire thing is just have a sales script that actually works, know what to say, why you are saying it, and get feedback on your mistakes so then you don't do them and you can actually work on your tonality and how you say stuff and how you sell and all that. That's how I learned sales, you know, through reps and through feedback. That's how I teach my clients to sell as well. They just record a call, I review that, I give them feedback, because sometimes you just don't see the mistakes you make. You know, you need someone else to actually tell you what they're doing wrong. And then it's like 20 minutes, 30 minutes of a conversation and they get paid a couple $1,000s. You know, it's one of the best feelings ever, bro. When I first got paid $3,000 on a call, I was sitting right here. It was like 25-minute conversation. The guy paid me $3,000. I was like, yeah, that's fine, bro. It's like, no problem, you know, it's all good. And then the call ended. I was just like jumping around the room because I was so fucking happy. That's how much leverage you can have if you post content, if you charge a lot of money, if you charge high ticket, and if you know how to sell. You can make $3,000 in 20 minutes, bro. And I understand that you are not a salesman, probably, if you're not into business yet. Bro, I was not a salesman either. I just learned it. It's a normal skill. It's not like sleazy, like scammy or whatever. If you can genuinely help someone and then you just know what to say. The point of sales is not even to sell, it's to just educate people on their problems, and if you have the right solution for them, then just present to them how it works, what do you do, and they can decide if they want to be a part of it or not. You're not like forcing someone to do anything, you're just like literally asking questions about their situation, be like, okay, I can help you with this, so this is what I do, and they can say yes or no, you know. And it's like, bro, like I was a guy who was shy and introverted and like I could never imagine myself selling anything, to now having like 40-50% close rate because I just learned how to do it. You know, it's not that hard. You're just having conversations with people, and if someone doesn't have the money, well, then he doesn't have the money, you know. Then you just need to target better people with your content, or maybe that's a smokescreen objection. He actually has the money, he just doesn't want to give it to you, so you dig out a little deeper and you can make a better offer. You know, you can just make people more interested. It's like if people want to buy something, they will always find the money. It sounds bad to say, but people gave me like their last money just to buy my offer, and it was worth it. You know, a couple months from then, they made at least a couple $1,000s. So now when we take all of this together, you take your unfair advantage, something that you already have right now today, so you don't have to learn anything. You turn it into a high ticket offer, so you don't need many clients, you don't need many followers, you don't have to wait. And then you just post content to promote it, to get some people to see that you are offering that, get people to like you, get people to trust you, see that you are relatable. Make them DM you if you just learn how to make the content converting, and then they DM you, you get them on a call and you close them, you get paid and you deliver the service to them. It's one of the fastest way to do it because you're just gonna make money from your passion. You can start today with what you have. You don't need to wait till you build an audience. And since you're gonna use your specific knowledge and be authentic, there's almost no competition. There's only one you. So you can either DM me AI for the prompts, I'm just gonna send it to you, but then you still need the content, you still need the judgment if the offer is good, you still need the sales skills and all that. That's your first option, to just try it out yourself, probably fail, try to figure this out, you know, post content, maybe get some views but no clients, or maybe some clients, maybe book some calls, but like just take way more time to actually figure out how to actually do it. Or you can take a shortcut and book a free call with me in the description, and I'm gonna teach you literally everything. You know, I have my one-on-one personalized program. As I said, I helped over 30 people do the same thing. So I'm just gonna review everything you're doing, help you make the offer, help you even pick the niche and your skill if you think you don't have any. I'm just gonna help you with that as well. Help you make the content so you actually convert people and grow at the same time, and then teach you sales so you can, you know, actually get paid on the calls. And then if you think that you don't have enough skills to actually deliver the service, I'm gonna help you deliver the service to your clients as well, so they actually get the results, and you will have testimonials, you will have results that you can use to make even more money. As I said, I have a guarantee, so there's nothing you have to worry about. Worst case scenario, you will just jump on the call, I'm gonna give you some sauce, and you will just leave and still make 10k per month faster. Best case scenario is that you're actually the right fit and you're gonna get to 10k per month a couple months from now. So these are the two options you have, you know, it's totally up to you. I hope this video helped you. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next time.